I don't know what I'm doing. This is not an instructional video. This is I'm trying something, follow along with the process, and then decide if you want to do this too. If you watched my spring cleaning video, you know that I have an infestation of what appear to be carpet beetles in my natural fiber yarn. And I have a tiny apartment-sized fridge and a tiny apartment-sized freezer, and it's not enough room to like treat things the way that the rest of the internet suggests. But according to one Reddit post, which links to an article, you can kill these guys if you put your yarn in the oven and get it to 120 degrees for an hour. But I also have a tiny apartment-sized oven. So now that it is unbearably hot, I have black trash bags and a car. Right now I have all of my natural fiber yarn bagged individually just to contain the outbreak so it doesn't spread further, but I want to take these out of their bags and put them directly into the black trash bags because like having multiple layers of air insulates the whole thing and I want to get this really hot. Black trash bag. And I'm just gonna try to lay these out in one layer in the trash bag. That's about one layer of yarn, so it's going to take at least 2 trash bags. And tie it closed. And one more bag. All right, let's take these out to my car. Get the air out of that first. We are in my car. It is about 76 degrees outside, and in here it is currently 96 degrees. So 20 degrees warmer in the car than it is outside. Over the next couple days, the warmest is going to be on Tuesday. The high is going to be 85. So I'm going to leave my car. I'm going to leave the yarn here in the black trash bags in the car and then come check on it like midday, afternoon on the day when it's the hottest and stick a meat thermometer into the yarn and see what comes up. And after my yarn is cooked, it'll be time to move on to the next step of this, which I haven't figured out yet, but I believe involves washing and then rewinding all of this yarn to see if the bugs are gone. And then I'm going to continue to quarantine the yarn for at least a couple weeks to see if this has actually killed all of the bugs. So I don't know what I'm doing. This is not an instructional video. This is I'm trying something, follow along with the process, and then decide if you want to do this too. Alright, I gotta get out of this car. It is so hot in here. Okay, it is like don't touch the seatbelt hot in this car right now, but it is the hottest day of the week. It's about 90 degrees outside, and inside it's 122. So this is the temperature that we need for the yarn. I have my meat thermometer. Going to shove it into the center of one of the trash bags and see what we get. Oh. Okay, it topped out at 113, so I think what I'm gonna do is move the trash bags up so that they are in the sun. And then I'm gonna come back in an hour and try again. Oh, this is such a bad idea. Okay, now they're on my dashboard. I don't know what my neighbors think of me. Oh my god, it's so hot. I hope the trash bags aren't gonna melt against the glass. I gotta get out of this car. I am back an hour later. It's still about 90 degrees outside and it's currently 119 degrees on the seat where this thermometer is. So let's try the bags again. They've been sitting on my dashboard in the sun for a while now. Hey! Topping out at about 125. Okay, so the instructions that I found online said leave it for 30 minutes at 120 degrees. So I think we've reached that, but it is so hot in this car. I think I'm just gonna like leave the bags here and pick them out tomorrow. But you can get a car hot enough to kill bugs in your yarn. Theoretically. Carpet beetles, at least. I don't know about moths. This is also why you should not leave your dogs or your children in a hot car. Because it is 35 degrees hotter in this car than it is outside. It's too hot in here. It's too hot, I'm going inside. So now that my yarn has baked sufficiently in my car, I'm confident that the bugs are dead. And I want to wash this yarn. But it's in cakes, or its original skeins still. Original skeins. And I think it's going to take forever to dry if I try to wash it in this state. So what I want to do is put it into long hanks, wash the hanks, and then like spread the hanks out so that they can dry. This is all like natural fiber blends or sock wool, or some of it is superwash. So I'm confident that it's not going to felt in the wash. I'm not going to put it in the dryer because that's too much of a risk, but I'm going to use my lovely Swift here to turn this into hanks, and then we're going to see how this goes. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm making this up as I go. So, if you're looking for an actual tutorial on how to do this, try the internet. Try YouTube. Don't listen to me. Okay, now I have some understanding that I need to like tie the hank in a couple places. So I'm just gonna make up some knots. I probably should tie this in a couple more places, but it's not like I'm dyeing this. And like, okay, so the only context that I've ever seen this done is in the context of dyeing. So take the hank off. And I don't want to get it too twisted so that I can get it back out of the hank in the future. And then I think you twist it. You twist it, and then it'll, oh, no, I need to twist it more than that. I don't know what I'm doing. And then let it wrap around itself. Hey, that looks nice and professional. Okay, that is a hank. And what I'm gonna do now is turn the rest of these into hanks and then put them in a garment bag and put them in the washer. So that's gonna take like 12 hours to do. So I let my yarn dry completely and then I recaked it, and this project is now done. So after baking in my car and then going through the wash and then being rewound, I'm confident that I have managed to get rid of the infestation that we had going on in my natural animal fiber yarn, but I'm still going to quarantine these in case something went wrong. They're going to live in their own separate clear plastic bin so that if there is something that goes wrong, it will be contained. But it's all ready to be used, and I have plans for this yarn, so please stick around to see more of that. I hope you found this useful. I hope that you can get rid of your own infestation. Actually, no, I hope that you never have to deal with an infestation. But if you ever do, know that it is possible to get rid of it without any like serious chemicals, or like if you're in the same situation that I am and your freezer is just not available or too small to freeze all your yarn. So that's about it. Thanks for watching. Happy knitting.